The Fair Project is a benefits and debt advice service for people over 50 in Torbay. We're based in the community. We also have our specialist partners who support us and work closely with MenCap as well. We've made a short film looking at 3 of our community groups and the kind of service that they offer and just letting people see who it is that's doing the good work for us there. Could you just tell us a little bit about the help that you've had as part of the Fair Project here at Brixham Does Care? What it is they've done for you?
Yes, can I just start off by saying that I'm one of those useless wives who doesn't know anything about anything, except maybe cook a meal and clean a house inefficiently. My husband did everything, and he died in September. Dropped dead in the supermarket.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I was just about to go and give him a flea in his ear for taking so long, and they came and told me he died. So I was in a terrible state, and these forms kept arriving, and I didn't know what to do. Eventually, I realised that I had to try and live on £21 a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that with the best will in the world, I couldn't do that.
No.
Because with my husband died all his, what do you call them?
Pensions?
Yeah, pension. He didn't have much of a pension, but his
benefits.
Yeah. And I just didn't know what to do. I had no idea. I had these pile of papers and I didn't know what to do with them. So I took them all in to Teresa, who managed to keep me stable.
Mm-hmm.
And she got through the whole lot. And now I'm living comfortably thanks to her. And I just think they're marvellous, absolutely. Especially for people like me. I'm not English.
Mm-hmm.
My husband was born here, but I'm not English, and I don't know what you can do and what you're not allowed to do. And plus, I didn't take much interest. My husband did it. So when it came down to me having to do it, I hadn't a clue. Hadn't a foggiest idea. And Teresa, she took me on and she steered me through the whole thing and got all the benefits and I don't know what else, all these things you get here.
And that's all in place now, and you're getting everything
It's
you're entitled
all in
to.
place, it's all in
But
place.
you're receiving the benefits you're entitled to now. You're getting them now.
All the benefits. The only thing I haven't received is the money for my husband's funeral.
Right.
But I'm not fussed because I thought I had to pay for it anyway.
Okay. And so you had a good service from the Fair Project at Brixham Does Care?
Oh, excellent. As I say, 5 star. 5 star.
star.
And they also phone up from time to time to make sure things are all right, which is marvellous. Well, thank you. Thank you.
That's all right, Gillian.
You know, when you're in that situation, you don't know what to do. I've been nurtured all my life, you know, from daddy's house to husband's house, and I've been nurtured, so I didn't have a clue what to do. But they did it. They're marvellous.
Can you tell us a bit about what you do here?
Yeah, sure. So here at Yes Brixham, we are based on Bolton Street, and we are open Monday to Friday for a range of different things. We have Citizens Advice here, we do lots of phone billing and telephone help, we have yoga, we have a young volunteers group, we have gardening. Anything you want to do, you can probably do it here.
That all sounds good. And what is it that you do specifically in relation to the fair project?
So for fair, we tend to here do a lot of PIP forms, universal credits, council tax help, and general council kind of work, phone calls that people are struggling with.
Okay, and so you help a lot with that kind of thing, and if somebody wants something a little bit more complex, or maybe if they've got some debt issues?
Yeah, we refer a lot of people to the Salvation Army, and we do that a lot of times, and a lot of people come in contact with Citizens Advice, and a lot of, right now it's the debt, so we can always refer them on.
And to Homemaker as well?
Yeah, Homemaker as well, yeah.
Okay. If you had to sort of talk about a typical fair client, could you imagine somebody?
I can imagine there's a person who comes in quite regular, and when his PIP needs updating and he's had the forms, he really struggles to fill them in by himself. He just needs someone to explain them and just make it a lot more simpler, because they don't make things easy, and we realise that and respect that. So we come down in maybe 1 or 2 sessions, split it up so it's nice and easy, read through it and just go through it calmly and make it not such a big worked up deal that it sometimes can be.
That's great. And during COVID, I know that you've been supporting people remotely over the phone and what have you. Are you still doing that now?
Yeah, so if people do want help over the phones, we can give that, but we are slowly opening our doors now, so people can drop in, but we do prefer you to ring up if it's a PIP form or something that needs a bit more work, just so we've got the right member of staff here to help.
Okay, and so they could just ring the main phone number and make an appointment with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
To come in and do that. And that could be any day of the week?
Any day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So how are you getting on with fair, Richard? What's the kind of thing that you do with clients here?
Okay, well, we have various types of clients because of obviously the area that we're in. Most of it is benefit related or housing related. Some of that can be referred to, if we can't deal with it, we refer that through to more specialist advisors with the CAB. For instance, this morning we had an elderly pensionable gentleman who, because of his care needs had changed, we had a look at his current benefit situation and looked at the financial situation as a whole. We found that there may be some changes that might be beneficial and left him with a decision to make. We obviously we can't force anybody into our way of thinking. We are here as the CABs in general to advise and guide people to what the options are.
And if he wants help making that claim, that's something you can do?
Then that is something that we can do and something we'd be happy to support him with. And if we are unable to do that, then we will bring in specialist help.
Okay. And what are the other kind of things that you might refer somebody to one of our specialist providers for?
Well, I mean, if there is anybody claiming a specific benefit, such as PIP, if they have an appeal need, then that would be something that obviously we can't deal with personally, but we can refer straight through to again a specialist advisor. So there are things like that we are a link in the chain in that respect.
Okay. And things like debt? Is that how you refer?
We do have a look at minor debt issues, but we refer that through as well. When I say minor debt issues, I mean people who are looking at benefits again, who are suffering with paying rent. We look at doing things like contacting the rental agency and seeing whether or not we can arrange something along the lines of payment deal. If we can't, then it gets referred through and people with more experience deal with that for them.
And there's other things, I think, like bus passes and badges that you help with, things like that. Yeah,
we can do the bus passes. I mean, the gentleman just walked past the front window, funnily enough. It was the last person that I got a bus pass for. And it's quite literally, anything we can do to help people who are in need of certain things in their lives, as far as the fair covers it, fair project covers it, then we can help.
Okay, and so you're here in the middle of the shops in Foxhall. How would somebody access this service if they wanted to?
The cafe is now open on a regular basis, every day, every weekday. They can drop in and ask. If they want to phone the cafe up, then they can, and they can make an appointment. We can make sure that somebody is here with specific training that can deal or help deal with that.
You've taken part in the
I
fair
have
training.
taken part in fair training. Thanks to your wonderful experience for that one, yes.
Okay. And if somebody was, if they were having to isolate, or if they were just really anxious about coming out into the community just yet, could they still get some advice on the phone from you?
They can still get advice on the phone. If they really, really wanted to, we could pop round and stand outside and shout through the window if they wanted.
Okay.
The whole point is that it is a community initiative, which means that the community is more than welcome to ask any advice in any way, shape or form they feel comfortable with.